seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they on down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round, he'll spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the standing tail. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he tryna sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I seen a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on the fragile act. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thuggin' with Lucky, that nigga left me for dead. I endured to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. She don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
So I'm writing an essay on cats. Cats in art history.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't word, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in that attic like they in Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried. I got Ray for real. Damn! Killing motherfuckers. Stand over him, shoot him in the face. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know me. I be this bitch tripping.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We was slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, which they are Jews, and are not. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression
marching in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's a Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad of this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. And that thing Putin like better man, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she got to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch and she bitchin' to get back and do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight, like never get up out my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we soldier. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one breath, some break off, but never take up as a base. When the law with you ain't no up next, it's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit. We want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on, the commanding general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, hide the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't butt the system. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we professional now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Well, business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I assemble the gun for the slide on. Real, I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got 9s, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, it whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on, the commanding general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me, like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them, yeah. Oh!
Yo, this be actually really hard.
EBK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out Bulldog Tennessee up the building. Hey, get the money, hey. I know the fuck going on out there, motherfucker. Hey. Get the money, nigga. Taste the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slave for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can't even come around. Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up, BBS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot about a nigga or a bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get your spill. I ain't little flip, getting pimped up out of his. I'm a straight G though, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you tryna hang. You be catered by the bang, boy, we rep the same. Nigga tryna talk, but we rep that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. All up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches leak too deep, got that ice, I make it sneeze. All these niggas lame as hell, can't even come around me. Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling, yeah.
Really, no demons get control of me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much, nigga, I'm sucker free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chain, these bitches chain, y'all chain is up me. For real, this brotherhood of weapon. And bitch, we carry weapons. Like a rob on nigga, ass won't even need a weapon. And y'all be represented. And y'all be very respected. And if you got a problem, then y'all better address it. You cross that line, we ain't show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need search. We pull up and they get nervous. You ain't making no moves, you ain't got no purse. On you, because so I ain't never worried. I'm putting the murder, both of my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. In this mandatory that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play for keeps. For real.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.
Okay.
If you're looking for me, you can find me with a real step. We be outside getting active like it's field day. They say I'm the best, that ain't really what my bills say. I'ma keep turning up on rappers till it kills me. When I'm dead and gone, play this song at my funeral. That'll make it beautiful. Gon' bring the shooters through. 144, top 3 and REI come. Coming with that 88 Maverick, that's my top gun. Flyer than the pilot, you be quiet when your ops come. Then you talking loud, getting proud when the cops come. Homie, I will not run. I ain't got the stamina. I just zoom in, scope lens like a camera. Pop that. I ain't talking bottles, talking hollows, pistol compact. Boots, gloves, goggles, and we ready for that combat. Make you hit the floor like you searching for your contact. I'm you rappers' fathers, and I wonder where your mom at. You know what they all say, sprinkle them with hate. Now I'm feeling like I'm sorbet. Fake leather seats, it ain't butter, but it's parquet. Watching them bees smoke the nets at the Barclay. Hey. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. I'm praying all the time, facing east. Still grab the 9 when it's beef. That 9 when it's beef. I never close my eyes when I sleep. I never close my eyes when I sleep. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. The niggas from the streets. Grip that 9-9 get the swinging like I'm Tiger. When we're in your city, alarms ringing like a timer. Check the stash box, got a Glock in a Bible. Still keep $1,000 attachment on a rifle. They don't want me back up on my raw shit. I just wanna rap and let me ball shit. Only time I lack is in a coffin. When there's get back, it's gonna cost them. I forgot the feeling what a loss is. Ain't no white Jesus on no crosses. Some you make me nauseous. Get a shorty bender like contortion. Fringes on my denim and some forces. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. I'm praying all the time, facing east. Still grab the 9 when it's beef. The 9 when it's beef. I never close close my eyes when I sleep. I never close my eyes when I sleep. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. And niggas from the streets.
Wish you could apply for a credit card that won't ding your credit if you're declined? With your big financial friend, you can. With Experian's No Ding Decline. Get the Experian app now. Experian.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you. Line up, young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK, too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. And enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a whole study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shorter and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And that sucker duck bitch ass boy fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip look like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Hey, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, stuck on the piece, and the Promise nigga that.
Hold on quick, y'all. My fault, y'all. It's Lakia. All right. The ISUBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 1969. On the leadership of Commander General Yohana. Let's get out of here, man. Rakatha Yahweh Yahweh Shah for this truth. What we do here in ISUBK, we teach the Bible. You understand? The book's already open. We teach the Bible and who the children of God are according to these scriptures. You understand? We show and prove through all facts in history and the scriptures, of course, that God's chosen people are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that have been scattered abroad in North, South, Central America and in captives by who the devil the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Our captives, which we see that we've been scattered abroad, whether it's in Puerto Rico, so-called Mexico, you understand, so-called Jamaica, so-called Hades, and of course here in America. You understand? We know that we are the same people that have been scattered abroad. So-called Hispanics, so-called blacks, Negroes, the so-called Jamaicans, the so-called Haitians, so-called Native Americans. We show that, but we come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, according to his Bible. You understand? Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which means Prince of the Power. You understand? We are descendants and children of the mighty ones. You know what I'm saying? The mighty ones. So again, here in the ISUBK, starting the Most High God revealed to Abba Bivens, who are God's chosen people according to these records. He went out to the highways and byways and taught this truth. You understand? The same way you see the disciples and the prophets in the Bible did went to the children of Israel. The prophets only went to to their people. The prophets only went to their own people. And what we're doing today is the same things that you see that was in the scriptures. The water for your patience, for those on YouTube, Facebook, you understand, TikTok, Instagram, and all that, for those that's in tune and in line, Rakatha Yahweh Shah for y'all as well. You understand? So yeah, we're gonna get into a heavy topic, man. We're gonna get into a heavy topic that you know that nobody really speak upon but us in the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? We actually had the privilege and the honor to go to Rochester, you understand, and meet the son of Robert Brooks, the family of Robert Brooks. You understand? We went out there and show our love and our compassion, our empathy to the family of Robert Brooks when this all happened, because it shows you that we all can relate to this. We all can relate to what happened to Robert Brooks. And I'm saying, see, the Lord was with a lot of us when we was in them gates, in the mountains. Me, myself, I was in the mountains, and I'm saying, Lord, allow that I made it home, you understand? Because the biggest threat to us in those mountains was those correctional officers, was those sergeants, was those that ruled the prisons. And I'm saying, I was good. I could handle myself amongst my own. You understand? But it's those that as you can see, I got a clip on here. I'm going to show y'all that they had him in handcuffs when they beat him. And then come to find out, last week, two of the guards was found not guilty at trial. You understand? And what I'm going to show y'all today, because we always, black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, we want to know who's going to avenge us. Who's going to avenge us for the crimes and the wickedness that's committed against us. For ICE getting sick all in the Hispanic and the Haitians and those that of our people ripping their families apart. Even if they have a green card, and ripping their families apart. Their children getting ripped from their homes. They being sent into a cage like animals. You understand? Just because of who they are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They not once going to these stores, these corner stores, and say, yo, let me see your card. Let me see your card and prove that you know what I'm saying, you went through the process and the procedure to become Americans. A bunch of them in these stores, the Arabics, which come from Ishmael, the Ishmaelites, a lot of them don't have their cards. They're doing a lot of illegal things, selling cigarettes, selling drugs, selling all kind of things. You understand, to our people. And the only reason why they're not getting attacked by the America is because they fit into the agenda that America has for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So again, you know what I'm saying, I gotta pull it out. You know what I'm saying, but the video that happened, the video that came out with Robert Brooks was so much graphic, and it was so disgusting to see such evil, and to know that these guards and these people that was involved got not guilty. They was not guilty for their crimes. We know our people we're guilty for just being black. We're guilty for just who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're guilty. The law says you're innocent until proven guilty. But for us, we're guilty even when we're innocent. We're guilty even when our people prove that they're innocent. That's why they came out with the plea deal. You know what I'm saying? They want us to plead out to crimes that we have not committed. You understand? But these people is on film. You understand? They didn't report these crimes. They didn't do a good deed and stop it or anything in that nature. You understand? There was a part of it, which would be conspiracy as well as gang assault. You understand? They should have been committed and found guilty for something. But instead, they're scot-free and they go home. And one of the biggest things is this: they're Christians. They are Christians as well. They prayed to be not guilty. So ask yourself this: Black, Hispanic, Native American, did they pray to the same God that Robert Brooks' family prayed to? Because Robert Brooks' family was praying that they shall be guilty. Robert Brooks' family was praying that they want justice, while these correctional officers and these guards was praying that let us get scot-free. You understand? So I'm gonna play this video right here real quick on YouTube. And y'all not on YouTube, but so I'll let y'all hear it for the case. Man, again, if y'all got any questions, this is the law class. No fault to it. It's the law class. We go over the law, we go over the scriptures, and we go over that what the Most High God gave his laws to the children of Israel. Gave us a law, gave us the Constitution. The Bible is so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Constitution. It's our structure, how we, you know what I'm saying, how when we got out of Egypt and we became a nation, a mighty nation. You understand? I know y'all know about King David. You understand? I know y'all know about King Solomon. I know about the mighty men that is children of Israel. King David was the king of Israel. You understand? He did mighty works. And he went to war. And one of the famous stories is that he killed Goliath, which was a giant by itself. Let me play this real quick, though. I'm gonna turn my phone around too for y'all to see it too. As you can see, this is them. Remember, they transported Robert Brooks. They transported him from one prison to the next. And as you can see, they are in control and they have him subdued. They have him in cuffs. And remember, I've been around these C.O.s to know how evil they is, to know that they all was in cahoots. They all was, you know what I'm saying, together when they committed this crime. So all of them should have been guilty for this crime. But nope. It's once again, the judicial system failed so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They failed Robert Brooks' family. They failed Robert Brooks. And guess what's behind the judge and what's behind the judge in these courts? In God we trust. In God we trust. But this is a little, I'm saying, video showing what happened when they transported Robert Brooks in these prisons and tortured him and beat him to death. And if you ever been up in these mountains, you know that you have no power. You have no power. You have no power in the decisions that they make. Let me fast forward a little bit to when they get him. Oh, this is it right here. As you can see, they got him in there, and it's plenty of them. And when you see that, when you see one with a white shirt, when you see one of the blue shirts is correctional officers. But when you see the white shirts, those are sergeants. The sergeants is above the correctional officers. The sergeants have power and authority and ranking to say, hey, stop this stuff. Stop it. Nobody stopped it. Nobody cared. And these people are not guilty. Let me fast forward for just time's sake real quick. Get to it. Oh, see, they already starting it up. Look at them. They punching them. One thing that they do, this is what they do. In Kasaki, where I was at, they had a beat-up crew. A lot of prisons have a beat-up crew. Look at them. Look at them. This is Robert Brooks. Everybody in that room should be guilty and on their way to prison. Everybody in that room should be on their way to prison and sitting in prison for a very lengthy time, if not for their whole life. Look what's going on. Everybody in that room should be in prison. If it was up to us, they should get the death penalty. If it was up to the Lord, they will get the death penalty because we're going to show you who's going to avenge Robert Brooks and his family. Who's going to avenge the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for the crimes and the wickedness and the evilness shown by the... Look what's going on. Look what's going on, man. They have no sound on here for a reason, of course. There was no sound on their body cam. Luckily for this, we even have the body cam. But look at him. They holding him down, as well as he's in handcuffs. And they holding him down. And all of them, look at it. There's 5 right there. No, 6 right there. Nobody is intervening saying, hey, stop it. Nobody's saying stop it. Nobody reporting it. Nobody cares what they're doing to him. And they talking junk while they're doing it. Oh, man, those devils up there, man, is totally evil. And they truly hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And they can't wait to flex their hate and show their hate through brutality. Look what they're doing to him. Then they snatch him up. He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. Look what they're doing to Robert Brooks. And how would you get not guilty for being in that room? If you're in that room, you have conspiracy to what's going on. If you're in that room, you have parts in what's going on. And you don't give a damn. Again, the ones in blue is correctional officers. And if you see a white shirt, he's the sergeant over the correctional officers. So you have authority in that room. These devils is the devil the Bible speaks of. And we prove it and shows it. And guess what? They're Christians. They prayed to God when they did this. At court, they prayed to a God and say, yo, can I be not guilty? While us and Robert Brooks' family is praying to God that we get justice the right way. Because again, the judicial system failed Robert Brooks and his family. And guess what? Robert Brooks Jr., his son, had to watch this while he was at court and seeing that, the judge didn't give a damn about him and his family's pain. The judge, look at how they're just snatching them up. Just look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. No compassion. And look, they're all just standing there. They're all talking junk too. That's what they do. They talking about it. I could just imagine if we had the sound to this video. I could just imagine if we had the sound to this video. These devils was talking real. I know how they talk. Been around these devils up there. They're no different than these devils out here in blue running these streets. They're actually worse in a lot of ways. But look, everybody in that room shall be guilty. Everybody. Now they pulling his pants down. Remember, the autopsy showed that he had all kind of injuries, internal injuries, that led to his death. Everybody in there should have gang assault. They should have got hit with all kind of crimes. They should all be doing lengthy prison time. Look how they carrying him. Look how they doing him. This is insane. Carried him in from another jail. That's how they brought him in there. A lot for your patience as well. As you can see what's going on again. See that white shirt right there? He's a sergeant. Look how this CO pointed his boot into his genitals. And then you have another one punching him. And the sergeant is sitting right there. And everybody around him is holding him down. They're holding him down. I bet they're saying all kind of N-words and all kind of things in that nature, saying all kind of, oh man. And guess what? I never seen out one church mention no pastor, no deacon, no bishop. Even with the Islam, they talk about they love blacks as well. When Farrakhan ain't saying nothing. Farrakhan didn't say nothing. Nobody showed up to the trial. Nobody showed up when we went out there and was a rally out there. Nobody showed up. The ISUBK was there. The ISUBK was there. It's enough on that, man. That's enough, man. That right there, yo. I showed y'all a few. I know. Let me see if. All right. This is sad, bro. It's sad what they did with Robert Brooks. If you missed it, you know what I'm saying? I showed a couple minutes of the video, real graphic, showing how the C.O.s, how these devils brutally, disgustingly beat Robert Brooks to death. And everybody in that room should be doing lengthy time. Everybody in that room should be going to prison for a long time. But we've seen that they got not guilty. 2 of them got not guilty. Everybody in that room should have been charged with something. So again, the judicial system failed blacks, Hispanics, Native American people. They failed us again. I wasn't surprised neither. I wasn't surprised at all. I'm gonna read a little bit of the article. Read a little bit of the article real quick, and then I'm gonna get right into the you know what I'm saying, to the bread, to the scriptures. If y'all got any questions, man, y'all can always type it in on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. That's what we're here for. So read a little piece of it real quick. Again, this right here should be up. You know what I'm saying? This should be talked about. This right here should be talked about on all platforms. I just don't understand why the church and them don't really speak up on these things. All right, now I got an article, CNN. It said, former New York State prison guard found guilty in death. That's one of inmate beating. 2 others acquitted. 2 others acquitted. Wow. Just want to read a little bit, just a few lines. Slacking off for y'all. The water for y'all patience. All right. A former New York State prison guard was found guilty of murder in the death of an inmate beaten while handcuffed, while 2 other guards were acquitted for their roles in the beating that was caught on the body camera footage. It said they was in there. They was involved. They witnessed it. They did nothing to stop it. Their job is to protect the correctional facility. Their job is to, you know what I'm saying, protect the inmates. All right. A jury delivered the verdicts in a courtroom just miles from the Marcy Correctional Facility, where Robert Brooks was pummeled by correctional officers upon his arrival on the night of December 9th. 5 guards indicted in February had previously pleaded guilty to manslaughter in Brooks' death. They had a chance to even plead guilty and get lesser Islam. Yahweh Shema Thabah Shem Yahweh Shai, Sister Monica, right here out of Syracuse. But yeah, 5 of the correctional officers had a choice to plead guilty to manslaughter, which would lessen their sentence when they should be getting a death penalty, when they should be getting life sentences. For even worse, this is their job to protect the inmates. It was their job they have a standard that they have a higher standard that they have to follow. You understand? As being correctional officers, as being C.O.s. So they got manslaughter. They don't get murdered. David Kinsley, Matthew Gallagher, and Nicholas Kiefer was charged with murder and first-degree manslaughter. Kingsley was found guilty of murder and manslaughter, while Gallagher and Kiefer were acquitted. Kiefer and Gallagher were also charged with second-degree gang assault, but found not guilty. Kiefer faced a 4th charge of filing a false instrument. Brooks was beaten 3 separate times as soon as he arrived at the prison. The last beating, the fatal beating, in the infirmary. You understand? The infirmary, again, now you have their nurses and their, you know what I'm saying, those that also is held at a standard to do their job. You understand? But me being up there, I know how those civilians in those little towns and all that, they may be the wife of the CO. They may be the daughter of the sergeant. The only reason why they have a job because in them small towns, they rely on us to be in prison. So they in the infirmary with more people of authority, those that have the careers, I guess, and they only have a job because we are in them prisons. Which means what? Maybe we should stop committing crimes. Maybe we should stop committing crimes. Infirmary caught on the silent body camera footage, according to Onondaga County District Attorney William Fitzpatrick. And he's a jerk too. He's a jerk too. You shouldn't even gave them plea deals. Shouldn't give them a charge with anything less than what they should have got. Murder, gang assault. You understand? Should have got hit with the RICO because they is an organized gang. The video footage of Brooks in handcuffs being punched, stumped, and lifted by the neck triggered a widespread shock and was central to the prosecution case at trial. The video has no sound, but the guards doling out the punishment and watching it unfold appeared unconcerned. Nobody was concerned in it. Brooks suffered a badly broken nose, a black eye, and injuries to the spleen, liver, and groin. Blood leaked into his lungs and stomach, officials said. This is how he died. Defense lawyers told the jury the client should not be judged for the violent acts of other guards that night, and that their actions did not make them guilty of the serious crimes they were charged with. Kiefer Pepper Spray Brooks, come on now, you got not guilty and you was involved in this. Usually in our community, you could just be in the car and not get out. And somebody get out and commit the crime, y'all co-defendants now. Y'all are co-defendants to that crime. Gallagher attached shackles to Brooks' ankles, and Kingsley lifted him by the neck, according to the attorneys and body camera video. William Fitzpatrick, the special prosecutor, told the jury that all guards acted together as a gang. This is correct. And they all killed that man, Robert Brooks, which is correct. The murder charges accused the officers of acting in a way that showed a depraved indifference to human life. They don't think that we're humans. They don't think that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are people. Brooks had been serving a 12-year sentence. He was more than halfway through his sentence. 6 of the 10 guards indicted in February were charged with murder, in addition to 5 guards who pleaded guilty to first or second degree manslaughter. Another guard pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of attempted tampering with physical evidence. This is what they do. They like to cover up their crimes. They like to cover up what they do. And that's why they are vagabonds. They are what is it called? I'll give it to y'all in a minute. In addition to 5 guards who pleaded guilty to first and second degree manslaughter, another guard pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of attempted tampering with physical evidence. Another correctional officer is scheduled to go on trial for second degree manslaughter in January. 3 more have agreed to plead guilty to reduced charges and are cooperating with prosecutors, including 2 former guards who testified at the trial. They're getting deals. And then even before the Attorney General, Letitia James, she should have took on this case and made sure that there was no plea deals. She should have made sure there was no plea deals, man. Oh, my fault, y'all. I wasn't even sharing this one too. Slack it for those online. That's good on that, though. That's good. I got the gist of it. Murderers found not guilty. Let me go into a couple of these scriptures real quick. Y'all got y'all sword, man. Y'all sword is which is the Bible. You go on King James Version, you understand? 1611. When King James authorized the books, the scriptures to be translated into English so that we all would be able to read it today. And also, King James is a black man. All right? We go to Deuteronomy 32 and 35. Because remember, the topic is today, who's going to avenge Robert Brooks and his family? Who's going to avenge them for the crime that these devils just committed? You understand? They got away with. Because they definitely got away with that crime. Definitely got away with it. Who's going to avenge Robert Brooks and his family? Who's going to avenge the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans for the crimes of our oppressors, which is the devil the Bible speaks of? A lady I know said she eat pork because it's okay in the New Testament. It's not true. They're going into, let me go. Because they don't understand when the Most High God told Peter about about the things that was unclean. It wasn't about foods. It was about his people. Because at the time, our people became unclean people because of them not following the laws and the commandments of the Most High God. But also at the same time, Christ said it himself. Christ said it himself in Matthew 5:17 that he didn't come to destroy the laws nor the prophets. You understand? Christ never ate pork. The disciples didn't eat pork. Let me get it for you real quick. Let me get it for you right now, sis. We go to Acts 10. Go to the book of Acts 10 real quick. And it's truly, truly important because Christians always want to find a way to break the laws of God. God told us not to eat it for a reason because of how filthy that animal is, how disgusting the animal of a pig is. This is how rebellious of the church and the Christians and a lot of our people are rebellious. They want to do the things that the Most High God tells us not to do. And Christ tells us the same thing. For he said, I am one with my Father, which means he agrees with the Father. All right? Let me put it on here too for you. Let me put it on for those on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You have a sister, my sister here in Syracuse, right? Says that she knows a lady that says she can eat pork in the New Testament. Nothing changed with the laws that the Most High God gave the children of Israel from the Old Testament and the New Testament. For some reason, they like to say, yeah, the New Testament, we can do whatever we want. No. That's why the scripture said the truth will set us free. And the church been telling us so many lies that our people are still not free. To say, let's eat some swine. God hates swine. It's a filthy animal. Who would want to eat that? We was forced to eat it. Again, we're going to go to the book of Acts chapter 10. I'll start at 5. We'll go to the book of Acts 10, and I'll start at 5. This time, Cornelius was getting sent, which was a devout. Cornelius is an Israelite as well, which they will also argue and say that he was not. They would say that he was with the Italian. In fact, I don't want to start for time's sake. I don't want to start right at the top. But the Most High God was sending Cornelius to Peter. And Peter at this time, remember, he's like, yo, he's an Israelite indeed. He followed Christ. You understand? He kept the laws of God. And let's see what he says. Again, we're going to start reading the book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 5. And now send men to Joppa and call for one Simon, whose surname is Peter. A bomb, stone, as well in the Hebrew. He lodged with one Simon a tanner, whose house is by the seaside. He shall tell thee what thou art to do. And when the angel which spake unto Cornelius was departed, he called 2 of his household servants, and a devout soldier of them that waited on him continually. Verse 8. And when he had declared all these things unto them, he sent them to Joppa. Remember, like same thing that's going on right now. If anybody really want to know the truth, they would get sent to the Irish of decay, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Even if they went to anywhere else, if they asked him like, yo, where does this truth come from? Where does knowledge come from? How do you know this? The foundation, they would say, yo, the iron should become an leadership commander during Yohana, which was established in 1969, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. They would say, yo, this is what they know about Abba Biblia. They know that they learn the teaching, they learn the 12 tribe chart, they learn all this stuff from here. So just like anything, they would have to go to the priests and prophets. They would have to go to the apostles. That's why they was go. The Most High God was sending them to Peter. On the morrow, verse 9, on the morrow as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they had made ready, he fell into a trance. You understand? He fell. Now you about to get the Most High God about to speak to him. And saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descended unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners, and let down to the earth. Now Peter about to have a vision. This is what she considered in the New Testament about being able to eat pork, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the earth. Verse 13. And there came a voice to him, rise, Peter, kill and eat. Now, mind you, this is now he's in a trance. You understand? It's not something that's going to be literally saying go kill and eat something. Let's see what Peter said. This is the book of Acts chapter 10, verse 14. But Peter said, not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean. That's what Peter's saying. I haven't eaten anything unclean or common of this world. I keep the laws and the commandments of the Most High God. I follow the dietary law that you've given us. You understand the book of Leviticus, chapter 11. You told us what's clean to eat and what's not to eat for our health. Because when we go eat some swine, when we go eat all the unclean foods and everything that we're told not to eat, we get high blood pressure. We get diabetes. We die from cancer. We're leading in all these things because we were never meant to eat this at all. The reason why it became such a big thing in our community because as slaves we was given the scraps, and the only people that teach it that you can eat swine is the devil the Bible speaks of, because they say pork is the other white meat. Verse 15. And the voice spake unto him again the second time, what God have cleansed, that called not thou common. Remember, this is not talking about literally food. If that was the case, he would have went out and started killing pigs and everything else. No, he's speaking up on our people. Because Peter had a thing to where, even like nowadays, we don't do it in the truth, but it's like this. What if, due to we know the truth, and those in the world which don't know the truth, and they doing all foul things, and we separate ourselves from them, like the church does. The church don't go into where the people are, because to them they want to separate themselves and say they're better. Peter also was doing that at one point in time. Peter would only sit and chill with the southern tribes, I guess, with the Jews. He was only sitting with the so-called blacks, the Negroes. You understand? Who the Benjamites and Judites. You understand? He was just chilling with them. But God's letting him know that this time what's going on is that he's bringing the two sticks back together. If you know about Ezekiel chapter 37, if you know about the prodigal son, if you know about what the Most High God, which is what Christ came to do, to put the two sticks back together, the two sticks represent the northern tribe and the southern tribe. It represents all 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Let me go to verse 16. This was done thrice, 3 times, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now, while Peter doubted in himself what this vision which he had seen should mean, behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house and stood before the gates. And at this time, Peter doubted himself, like, hold on, why is God? Hold on, I haven't eaten nothing unclean before in my whole entire life. None common of the world in my whole entire life. You understand? So he doubted himself, like, hold on. He didn't understand what this vision which he has seen should mean. Because he know the laws of God saying that don't eat unclean foods. You don't know what I'm saying? And remember, the Most High God, let me go back real quick. Let me go back to verse 16 real quick. No, 15. And they also try to use another verse paraphrasing that they say that what you put in your body is not what defile you, what comes out. That's not even going into foods as well. It's not talking about foods as well. What we're doing as well, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because those, remember, the Pharisees and those, even the church folk, they like to clean the inside of the cup. No, they like to clean the outside of the cup, and the inside be filthy. You understand? They like to focus and dress a part, but inside they filthy animals. You understand? They say they dressed up on the outside they appear as sheep, but inward they are ravening wolves. They don't know the context of the Bible. They want to go against God so much and say, yo, we can do whatever we want. Then you're not following Christ. You're following him. Because he said you can eat pork. He said you can do all them things. God said no. Christ said no. So let me read verse 10 and 15 one more time. And the voice spake unto him again, the second time, what God hath cleansed, that call not thou common. It's not, remember, this is not literally food. Because when we get to 17, verse 17, Peter, he couldn't understand the vision. If it was even talking about food, he would have known, like, yo, we're going out to the food. I can eat whatever I want. But verse 17, Acts 10 and 17 says, now what Peter doubted in himself what this vision which he had seen should mean. Behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had been inquiring for Simon's house and stood before the gates. Now he about to start getting understanding when these people come, because he wasn't dealing with the other 12, the other tribes, the other 8 tribes, the other 9 tribes of Israel. You understand? He wasn't dealing with them as he should, because he thought, yo, I know the truth, they don't. But the whole job and the whole duty of us as priests and prophets is to go to the children of Israel, the lost sheep of Israel, and teach them what they should do and what they should not do, and make them clean again. Clean them again through the fire of the Most High God, through the washing of the word. This is what happens when they come in encounter with us. And the eyes should be carried. They're going to be like, yo, we're going to show them, like, yo, you shouldn't do this. And they be like, yo, what do you mean? What you mean you can't do this? We show you right in the scriptures. So now Peter, he was doubting himself in himself, like, yo, what do this vision means? Until the men that Cornelius sent came to his doorstep. Verse 18, and called and asked whether Simon, which was surnamed Peter, were lodged there. Now the vision started making sense to him. While Peter thought on the vision, now he thought on the vision, the Spirit said unto him, behold, 3 men seek thee. This also when you know it's not about food. Because now he's starting to know about the vision, because the men that came to him. That's like when they come to this door. You understand that when they come to this door all across the nation, all across everywhere we got schools at. There's so many schools right now, ISUBK now, there's so many doors. So when they come to the door, you understand, we understand the assignment that we was trained to do here in the ISUBK. You understand? We was trained to do something. We have a job to do. We don't just get up here because we want to. Even though now I'm saying, after, of course, we know the truth, you want to do the works. But we have a job and a duty. This is our job. This is our duty. You understand? To wake up the lost sheep of Israel. To, now I'm saying, teach those that don't know this truth. To wake up our people. In the book of Ezekiel chapter 37, it asks again, can these dead, dry bones rise? This is what happens when they come in contact with us. You come to us and be like, yo, hold on, you can't eat no swine. Why? It's in the Bible. It's in the dietary law. Why can't we eat swine? Why can't we eat shrimp, crab, and lobster? Why can't we eat these foods that the common foods of the earth, of the world? God said don't. So sis, when that lady said, yo, I can eat pork, she eating it not because God said so. She eating it because she wants to. God didn't say anything about eating pork. And this vision right here that Peter got about unclean was not about foods. Like he said, I haven't eaten nothing unclean and nothing common his whole entire life. Now verse 19, Acts 10 and verse 19, while Peter thought on the vision, I ain't thought on the vision when these men came. And the Spirit said unto him, behold, 3 men seek thee. Verse 20, arise, therefore, and get thee down, and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. This is what this is about. This is the context of the vision that Peter had. It wasn't about being able to eat foods. No, it's about accepting our people. You know what I'm saying? The filth, our people that's still out there filthy, our people that's still out there doing unclean things, following their temporary desires and they lust for things, even for food, their addictions. They come to us. We don't look at them as their addictions. We look at them as our people. We look at them as our people, so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans. Look at them as children of Israel, even though they out there doing unclean things. You understand? So right here in verse 10, Acts 10, verse 20, he said, arise, therefore, and get thee down, and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. Same thing for anybody that come to these doors. We don't doubt them. We don't question why they're at these doors, because we know the Most High God is going to send the flock. The Most High God is going to send the increase. You understand? That's what's going to happen. I have nothing about food. She just wanted to eat pork, not because in the Bible. Then Peter went down to the men which were sent unto him from Cornelius, and said, behold, I am he whom ye seek. What is the cause wherefore ye are come? Now Peter understand the vision that the Most High God just showed him. And they said, Cornelius the centurion, a just man, and one that feared God, and a good report among all the nation of the Jews, was warned from the Most High God by an holy angel to send for thee into his house, and to hear words of thee. This has got nothing to do with food, sis. This has nothing to do with food. Then, verse 23, then called he them in, and lodged them. And on the morrow, Peter went away with them, and certain brethren from Joppa accompanied him. So that's just, you know what I'm saying, the gist of it, sis. You know what I'm saying? You can go right to this. You always read the context, get the context. They don't understand the context, sis. You know, because you in here. You know because you in here, and you know because you don't eat swine, because and you know why, and it's disgusting, and it's a filthy animal. This woman right here will also say, she maybe say it's okay to smoke. She agrees with everything that the world says, but the scripture says, paraphrasing, you cannot serve 2 masters, for you love one and hate one. You can't serve God and men. You understand? Because you want to hate one and love and despise the other. Let me get one more for you real quick. Because we in the New Testament. She want to talk about the New Testament. Let's get it. Let's go to Matthew 5 real quick. Let's see what Christ says. Let's see what Christ says about the law, because not eating pork, sis, is the laws of God. It's not nothing we just made up in here in the ISUBK. We follow the Bible. We follow Christ. Christ didn't do it. We're not doing it. Christ did it. We're going to do it. This is the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. And if anybody know about the Bible, it's in the red. It's in red. Read it real quick. Again, it's the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. Again, the reason why I went into Acts 10, the vision that Peter had, and why I'm going into Matthew 5 and 17, because the sister Monica says, a lady that she knows says she eat pork because it's okay in the New Testament. Acts 10 is in the New Testament. Matthew 5 and 17 is in the New Testament. Let's get into it, though. This is what Christ said. Yahweh Shai himself. Think not that I am come to destroy the law. You hit it with this, sis. Matthew 5 and 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law. This is Christ saying, I didn't come to destroy the law. And also he says, or the prophets. He didn't come to destroy the prophets, what they say. He didn't come to throw away prophecy, because the church don't care about prophecy. They want this world to continue. We want it to be destroyed. When we say we want this world to be destroyed, we want the rulership to be destroyed. You understand? We want their power to be stripped away from them. Because if so, them C.O.s that killed unalive Robert Brooks, cold blood, they would get the death penalty. He said, I am not come to destroy the law. No, I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill, which means to complete, to do. You understand? Verse 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass. Let me ask y'all this. You think earth, when have earth passed? When have heaven passed? It's forever. This is what Christ is saying, getting into, right? One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. When they say all be fulfilled, it should mean that when we all do the law, when we all complete and follow the laws of God and the commandments of the Most High God. But that's letting you know right there when he says, to heaven and earth pass, which is never. One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all complete. Let's see what else you say about this, because this one right here is really right. So whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments. Listen, swine is one of the least commandments. Not eating pork is one of the least commandments. Not to eat the unclean, don't eat it. It's one of the least commandments, right? And it said, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, because she's trying to teach people that, she only told you that she eat pork because you say not to eat pork, and it's in the Bible. And then she's saying, it's in the Bible, the New Testament, that we can eat pork. This is what Christ is saying to those that teaches people to not keep the laws and commandments of the Most High God. Let me read this one more time. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. She will be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. The bishops, the elders, the pastors, the deacons, whoever in the church or anybody in the world that teaches that you don't have to follow the commandments of God, they will be least in the kingdom of heaven. They will be least in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 20, for I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Let me have one more time for you. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness, our righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of those in the world, of those that so-called is elders and teachers of this truth, of the Bible. It says not to be like them. Because their righteousness, she's saying you can eat pork because of the New Testament. And she's saying she's righteous for eating pork. Here it's telling us to exceed their righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees. You understand? Ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Except, you understand? We got to be better. Verse 21. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time. This is when it goes into it now. Thou shalt not kill. It lets you know that the law is not done away with as well, because he said in old times that thou shalt not kill. And after he said this, he didn't say, go kill. You can go kill now, y'all. You don't gotta follow, you don't gotta keep the laws anymore. We good. You go kill now. No, he said this. And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. When the whore came to Christ, when the one that got caught in adultery in the act, and they wanted to unalive her and stone her, right? He told everybody to cast that first stone that didn't sin. You understand? And then as they walked off, he told her that, yo, sin no more. He said, sin no more. Sin is in the book of 1 John chapter 3 and 4, right? Sin is the transgression of the law. To go against, to break. And so this is the New Testament as well. Right? So we'll let them say, yo, you can do this, you can do that. We have instructions and we're given the law for a reason. It makes us better. Paraphrasing the scripture says the laws is not grievous. It's not hard to do. And it's not our destruction as well. It's what makes us a nation. It's what makes us a people. It's how we live. You understand? By not eating trash. The pig eats trash. Pig walk around cleaning the barn, eating trash. That's what they do. So by eating the pig, you're eating trash. You're eating trash. That's what you're doing when you're eating swine. When you're eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, you're eating trash. You got anything? If you want anything more on that, your Monica, just let me know as well. And next time too, right? Your Monica, when they say, yo, you can eat swine, it's in the New Testament, tell them pull the book, scripture, the book, verse, and chapter. The book, chapter, verse. Tell them to pull that and say, yo, show me in the scriptures where it says I can eat swine. I can eat pork. Tell them to show you that, sis. And I bet they won't be able to show you that. But you can show them that it says that you cannot eat pork. So let me get back to this right here real quick though. Again, as I showed y'all a couple of videos, I showed y'all the article where the C.O.s, man, they got away with murder, man. They unalive Robert Brooks on film. And again, I know how the C.O.s is. I've been around them. You know what I'm saying? I know how disgusting and evil they are in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, it had a white shirt in there, which is the sergeants. The blue shirt is the regular C.O.s. But either way, anybody in that room should have been guilty. Everybody in that room when they killed Robert Brooks, beat him to death, brutally beat him to death, they all should have been guilty and doing lengthy time. Like I said, in our community, you could just be in the car. You could just be in the car and you are co-defendants. You would be co-defendants for anything that happens in your facility if you was with that person. But yeah, the topic again, I'm saying, sis, again, I went into this couple of scriptures because sis was saying that some lady told her that she could go ahead and eat pork. You know what I'm saying? And by us teaching you in the scriptures and showing you how disgusting pork is, the pig eat trash. The pig eats trash. So by eating that, you might as well go eat your vomit. You might as well go eat trash too. Today is trash day in my area. You might as well come get your dinner out my trash. And even my trash is more cleaner than the swine, because there's nothing in my trash that's besides trash. It's unclean food. Let me just get into this real quick though, for time's sake. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 35. Again, the topic is who's going to avenge Robert Brooks for the crimes for what happened, because we see that justice was not served in the court. So it says, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand. And the things that shall come upon them, make haste. It will be fast. It will come. That's what the Most High God is saying to the children of Israel. Verse 36. For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone. Our people's power is gone, man. For that to happen for Robert Brooks and his son had to watch in court that these devils had to get released and go home. Our power is gone because, and also for them to send ICE into our community and snatch up our Hispanic brothers and sisters and break up their homes. Our Haitian brothers and sisters and break up their homes. You know what I'm saying? And send them and break up their homes, take their babies. They're going to schools. They're going to jobs. But like I mentioned, they're not going to these corner stores and saying to the Arabics, where y'all green card at? They're not going to the Chinese restaurant saying, yo, well, let me see your card. You know what I'm saying? Because the attack, that we are the true enemies of them. And we got to realize that they are our true enemies, not each other. You know what I'm saying? Block on block, gang on gang, all that stuff. That's cowardness. Because then you'll watch the film of Robert Brooks get unalive and don't feel no compassion, no empathy, no love. Realize that can be you. Read that one more time. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 36. For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left. We have no power. The most power you're getting right now is coming to the ISUBK, learning your truth, learning your identity, gaining back your culture, and keeping this truth. That gives you power. And it takes away the power from them. Read one more real quick for time's sake, too. We go to the book of Romans, chapter 12. Shalom. You got a piece and also out of Buffalo, your quarters out. Piece and also 500 out of Buffalo, mighty priest as well, out in Buffalo. Checking in online on YouTube. Scripture said, precept on precept, line upon line. The Most High God is saying the same thing when what I'm about to read in the New Testament as well, because he told us before. You understand? Let's see what he says. Romans chapter 12, verse 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Recompense no man evil for evil. Just because they did evil to us, we're not going to go out there and lynch anybody. We're not going to go out there and burn nobody's houses down. We're not about to go out there and feed their babies to alligators. We're not about to go kick in their doors and do the most disgusting things to their women. Why? Because we're not evil like that. And the scripture says, recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. That's why you see what we do. They want to put us on say we're a hate group. They got us on as a hate group. When we're honest, we're doing honest things in the works of the Most High God, in the community, in the world, feeding our people, clothing our people, protecting our people, teaching our people, and putting our life on the line like Christ did for our people. Verse 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. We're peaceful. We're peaceful people. You understand? We're peaceful. You know, it may think we may be rude in speech. We cry out loud and spare not because the scriptures tell us to. That's the only way they're going to listen. You can't be passive when you're doing this work. You understand? You can't be soft when you're doing this work. Because we're going into the hoods. We're going into the rebellious people. We're going into the ghettos, the burials, and the reservations. They're not, you know how people ain't gonna listen to nobody soft. We're gonna walk all over that individual. But when you get some real men of God, you want to listen. Even if you disagree, you ain't gonna walk over us. You're gonna disappear. You know what I'm saying? But those real recognize real. This is what happens in our community. Real recognize real. And even if those that don't agree, when they see us, they recognize us. You know what I'm saying? They show respect. They're like, yo, I like what y'all doing. Even if they're not ready to do it yet. They say, yo, I like what y'all doing, man. I see y'all out there doing what y'all do. And we let them know it's not us. Most High in Christ. It's the scriptures. It's the men above us that taught us to do the things that we have to do. We are peaceful people. And don't forget, though, we will protect ourselves. That's in peace. We ain't out here causing no commotion. We're not out here causing problems. We're teaching the truth. You understand? In peace. But we are not Christians. Know that. You cross the line, it's on you. Because we come in peace. That's on you. When you come up to us aggressively, that's on you. Verse 19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves. We're not going to storm the Capitol. We're not going to storm the courtroom. We're not going to storm and do what the Proud Boys did. We're not going to do what they did. You understand? We're not going to go try to unalive their judges, their cops, even the C.O.s that was involved. Because the scripture says, dear beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written. For when it says, for it is written, that's why we read it in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I'll read that one more time for you, one more time. It's the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. This is why we ain't going to go out there and do what they done to us. Because when Christ returns, and when the Most High God do what he say he's going to do in these scriptures, it's going to be the best justice that we can get. We can't put them in a place. You feel what I'm saying? We can't go do that. What we got to do is put ourselves in place so the Most High God could put them in their place. Because it is written and it will happen. That's it right there. All right. Again, man, seeing what happened to Robert Brooks, man, I see myself, I see my people, I see my brothers, I feel the pain, have empathy and compassion and love for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be us. Every time I see a black, Hispanic, Native American brother, sister, child, anybody getting, you know what I'm saying, go through with the wickedness and the hatefulness of our oppressors, I always see myself in that same thing. Because it could be me. It could be my son. It could be my brothers. It could be my sisters. Because that's what y'all are, so-called black, Hispanics, Native Americans. Y'all my family. You understand? When May She Rise Again, little Brixie got unalive down the street. We all should have felt the pain of that. Because that could be our daughter. That is our daughter. That is our niece. And on top of that, it was a twofold thing because guess what? The ones that did it was our people as well. And now they gone forever. And we lose-lose. We lose-lose. Same thing if I see my brother hungry out there in the streets. I'm like, oh, that could be me. We all could be hungry. We all was once hungry. This is why we're going to do the things we do for money. You understand? Our people, I see somebody struggling with addiction, I don't down talk to them. I don't be like, yeah, go get a job or whatever it is. No. Because we all have family members that's addicted to something. We all was addicted to something as well. You understand? So you got to start having compassion for our people, man, because nobody else going to have compassion for our people but us. The scripture just showed us that the Most High God is going to avenge us because vengeance is the Lord's. And same thing for Robert Brooks. You understand? With that, let me cut a salute to the Akim and Israel Imagine. Imam Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakathah. That's Matah, Sarah Touch Akwafi. And Israel Imagine, Imam Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahshua. That's Matah. Class dismissed.